Hi there, Sue Hawks. Do you know what a real issue is? Because most leaders and most leadership teams, they dance around them. They talk about symptoms, they look at pain, they describe pain. That's what ends up on their issues list. And what I want you to get is most leadership teams have an issues list, but it may or may not really get to the source of what an issue is. First off, let's clear that up. An issue is anything that slows you down, ticks you off, gets in the way, an obstacle, a barrier, an impurity, something that's in the way of where you are and where you said you want to be based on your VTO, based on the goals you've set, based on what the priorities are for the company, and rearranging ourselves to become the team that can deal with what's between us and getting there is way more important than getting hung up on the obstacles and barriers themselves or the symptoms that tell us we're not doing the right things to get there. Ideas and opportunities, as well as possibilities, are also issues, things that haven't been yet that we would like to be. But again, a lot of what we put on issues lists, what I most commonly see, are symptoms, complaints, hopes. They aren't really things that we're aligned to and committed out of our minds to get to. They're agreements we made verbally, and that we hope if we just keep moving forward and we don't really address what's between us and getting there and change our behaviors, then we really won't get there. But that means we have to get to the root of the issue, meaning I've got to look you in the eye, you've got to look me in the eye, and often say some hard things. We have to do it with love and care and be kind and clear, but we can't let our niceness get in the way of progress. What we come to work together to do is accomplish things together. And being able to do that in harmony is rare because there's all kinds of things we have to figure out. Now, does that mean we have to be jerks? It absolutely does not. It means we have to be able to say what actually is in the way. And what needs to change is behavior, not words. An issue is going to keep returning. If it keeps returning on your list, it's because you didn't get to the root. It's because you're talking around it, managing around it, or hitting it at a surface level, a complaint level, if you will, rather than addressing really what's underneath there and keeping that thing coming back, which is the day in, day out decisions and behaviors that aren't changing to get us where we said we would be. And that the avoidance hasn't been addressed. And so most teams treat those symptoms and call those issues and get really busy, but they're not very productive. So their effort doesn't equal the results that they hope. So I want you to get that symptomatic stuff should cause you to pause. The very best thing you can do is pause, think about it, and say, what's underneath that? Why are we still at red numbers? Why isn't there progress in this or that domain? Why do these two teams keep pointing the finger at each other? Where does the accountability actually exist so that we can get behind that and really truly address what's going on? Often we didn't push back on the scope of things and we said yes to things we weren't going to do anyway because the words agreed, but we weren't aligned. Getting the outcome means discomfort often. And you're describing pain on your issues list, but you're not changing behavior. If your issues keep returning, just know you haven't gotten to the root. You haven't really named what the issue is yet. And so, if this resonates, if you want to get better at identifying what your issue really is, what's underneath everything, begin with our issues assessment. It's right underneath this video. It'll give you some perspective, get you going, takes 2 minutes, and it'll help you get on the track to figure out where your team is stuck. Let me know how it goes. See the link in our description. Keep coming back for more.